Hi, it's Laverne Cox. I'm here to talk to you about how HIV is not a crime. Remember the 1980s? There were cassette tapes and payphones, shoulder pads and mullets, and a whole lot of anxiety about a new virus going around called HIV. Back then, we knew next to nothing about how HIV spreads, and there weren't effective treatments. But there were plenty of rumors. With all the misinformation came a lot of stigma and a wave of laws intended to stop the spread of HIV. Most of these laws are still in place today, and some of them seem to make sense on the surface. For example, there are laws that say if you have HIV but don't disclose it to someone before being sexually intimate with them, you can be charged with assault or even attempted murder, despite the fact that, thanks to modern treatment, HIV is no longer a death sentence. But what if you didn't disclose because you didn't know you had HIV at the time? What if you were in a situation where it was unsafe to disclose your status? What if you're on modern treatment making HIV both undetectable and untransmittable? What if you did disclose your HIV status but your partner lies and says you didn't, and you have no way to prove that you did? Under many of these outdated laws, a person responsibly managing their condition who poses zero risk to their partner can still be prosecuted and sentenced to years in prison if they cannot prove they disclosed their status before sex, even if HIV was not actually transmitted to the other person. In some states, the saliva of a person living with HIV is still considered a deadly weapon, even though medical science has proven for a fact that HIV cannot be transmitted through saliva. And in many states, a conviction can force someone onto the sex offender registry, making it nearly impossible to find housing, get a job, or even attend their child's school events. These laws destroy lives long after a sentence is served. They unfairly target people of color, LGBTQ+ individuals, sex workers, and other historically marginalized communities. And they have been shown to actually deter people from seeking HIV testing and treatment, which means instead of stopping the spread of HIV like they intended, they are actually making the problem worse. HIV is not a crime, but in more than 30 states, we're still treating it like it is. The Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation has been advocating for change. At present, having successfully changed 33 laws across 12 states, but there's still more work to be done. Join us in the fight to end HIV criminalization and demand laws that are based on science, not stigma. Visit ETAF.org to learn how.